my voice starts going somewhere else. I don't know. But let's get back into TWD. This is the Walking Dead TWD podcast tonight with IKE, DIAZ, and Brooke Beagley. It was supposed to be on Monday. Normally the podcast will be on Mondays between 8 and 9 p.m. And we do have some great guests lined up, so make sure you keep tuned in. This is the premiere episode of season 3 of the podcasting. I think it's 2.5 because we had the part 1 or part 6 and then the half, and then now we're on season 7. So it's kind of weird how the episodes line up, but we're here, we're doing it, we're excited. Denise is our guest. We want to get your perspective on Sunday's podcast. It's hard for all of us now because I lost my favorite character, Abe. Everybody knows this. How did you, Denise or Brooke, how did you feel about Abe and Glenn before this all happened?
Oh, okay. Well, I loved them both. I especially loved Glenn, from the start, how him and Rick, had a good relationship and stuff. And I love Abraham, his catchphrases. Oh my gosh, they were so awesome.
Yeah.
They were so freaking awesome.
What were Rick and Glenn's little catchphrase they had for each other when they would talk on the radio? Do you remember?
Yeah. Denise, do you remember it too? You really want us to say it on air?
Yeah. Go ahead, say it. Yeah, go ahead, say it. I don't mind.
Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't it like, hey, dumbass?
Yeah.
They took in there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that was their little thing, huh? So it's gone now.
Yeah, that was even my husband's favorite character too, and he loved that line because it was perfect.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, are you comfortable in that tank?
We're gonna miss Glenn. The thing, I wasn't real shocked about Glenn because they had kept trying to kill him off, and it just didn't happen. They kept trying to get him off the show, and it just didn't happen. And now that they did, now I'm like real shocked about it. I'm just not a Negan fan at all no more. Yeah, okay. Brooke keeps trying to talk me into being a fan of all of his other work. No, I'm not going to never be a Negan fan. He killed 2 of my favorite characters. Okay.
I give up. I quit.
I know. She's trying to talk me into still being a fan because he's cute. I don't care if he's cute.
No, it's not just that. I mean, he is a hell of an actor.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I loved him in Grace. He was great in Supernatural and P.S. I Love You and The Accidental Husband and Resident. I mean, I don't like his character that he's playing, but I still love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I love him, not Negan. There's a difference.
Patrick's still listening with us. He's still with us, huh? I thought he had to leave.
He said he'd come back.
Oh, that's cool. I guess he must not. Ike is a loud mouth. Why is Nakona talking all that stuff about me tonight? She says I talk too much. But that's cool, Nakona. You talk too much. You little brat. But anyway, Denise, you're our guest tonight, so we want to turn to you. We want to get your insight on the podcast last night. We want to know exactly how you thought from beginning to end. And we want to know, before we go, we're all going to give like our little prediction like we always do of next week's episode. So start us out real quick on how you felt about last night's, our Sunday's episode. I keep saying last night because I'm used to being on Monday.
Oh, it was a rush. I was devastated. We kind of knew Abraham was going to go, but I think Negan picked him because he's the one. He would have started some trouble if you let him live. I think he would have maybe rallied the other saviors. I think. I think he saw him as a threat.
Really?
Not that. Yeah, I really do, because he was a strong person, and he saw that. Glenn was totally out of left field. Now, I did read the comics that he did that, but they haven't really stuck to the comics that much.
Yeah.
They have, but they haven't. I really expected one of the girls to get it because my opinion of Negan is he would have done that just to show him he wasn't going to have favorites.
Yeah. And I
thought
that. I had said that, and I feel bad. I feel really bad that I had said, I like Maggie a whole lot. Everybody knows, and I thought that I didn't, because he didn't know she was pregnant. Maybe he thought she was just sick and maybe turn into a zombie. I thought that he would take it out on Maggie last night.
I thought it was either going to be Sasha or Rosita.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth. Yeah, I really did. I thought it was going to be one of the girls. That could happen yet. I don't know. But I thought he would do that just to show, I'm not going to have favorites. Yeah. I'll do a woman just as quick as a man. But, Glenn, that was like, oh, my God. And no, I don't blame Daryl because, it was an instinctive thing. He just went up and did it. He didn't think about it, what the outcome would be. It was just something that you do. Somebody's picking on, if somebody's picking on one of your family, you're going to step up.
Oh, yeah,
and
of course.
That's what happened.
So let me.
I don't blame Daryl for that, but I think you're right that he doesn't realize who Daryl is.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get into right now. Do you think that Negan had thought that Abe was Rick's right hand man?
It's possible, yeah. It's real because he could see it in his face. He was defiant. Yeah, so I would think that's exactly what he thought.
So that's where I kind of thought. That's what I kind of thought, and I think the only reason they had picked they had took Daryl because I think because he's a hunter tracker, he goes out and. He goes out and he hunts and he does the things that he needs to very true to provide. So I think that's why Negan picked him without knowing that that's Rick's right hand man.
Right.
So,
but he doesn't know. But he's not going to use him for that. He's going to have him locked up. So I think
until he breaks him, right? Till he breaks him to where
that's. He's using him as a tool to get at Rick. If he doesn't comply, he's going to send him pieces. So he knows he's been,
And that's kind of what he said, right?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. And, going, what you said, I don't think Negan's going to break him. He's going to break himself because he's going to feel responsible for what happened to Glenn.
Yeah, that's going to be an ongoing thing with him, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I just read something before we went on air that, there's going to be a dark, Daryl's going to turn dark. Basically, stuff is going to, usually when something bad happens to him, he fights back. But he was upset about, look what happened, how he was when Beth died. He felt, because he was responsible for her after the prison riot. And
right.
He also felt bad about Herschel, that he could have killed Herschel. Yeah. And then now with what happened to Denise, he could have killed Dwight. Denise would have happened. And then with what happened with Negan, kind of taunting Rosita and him attacking Negan for that, look what happened to Glenn. So he's going to beat himself up. It's not going to be Negan doing a damn thing. It's just going to be Daryl just like, look what I did. Look what I did.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
Look what I did.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you 100%. And and you don't like Carol, really? How could you not love Carol?
Oh, Daryl! No, I love Daryl. I love Daryl and Rick. I love everybody in the group. I just said that Abe is my favorite out of all of them. Daryl, I really respect a lot because he.
No, Carol.
Oh, Carol. No, I don't like Carol or Morgan. They both drive me nuts.
Okay, Morgan drives me crazy, but Carol, She just had that.
Carol is horrible. Carol is horrible, and you would have to get into a lot of our old podcasts to see why, because I have some really good points on why Carol is horrible, and I can give you just one quick point is the kids are the future, right? Mm-hmm. And in the apocalypse. So why would you scare a little kid out of his brains when she should be teaching that kid to be able to survive and fight for herself? That didn't show anything to me. Everybody, she's a badass. She scared a little 7-year-old kid. How would she feel if some crazy old 8-foot tall, muscle-bound guy brought her cookies and scared the crap out of her? I have children, so I seen it differently.
Well, and see, I have children too, but that's not what bugs me about Carol. I mean, I can understand why she did it. Hey, dude, realize something. This isn't all rainbows and butterflies. There's actual danger out there. That's why that didn't bother me. The reason why I'm not a Carol fan is because she is like a light switch.
Yeah.
1 minute, she's a badass, she's ready to take on the world, and I'm like, yeah, that's what we need. And then 1 minute, well, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, oh, please, get over yourself.
And then bailing.
That's true. I wasn't expecting that from her. That's true. But she'll come back. She'll be fine. And Morgan, he drives me crazy.
Morgan is the one taking care of her right now. Morgan's the one getting her back to health. So them two, I wanted them to go a long time ago, but I'm not the show writer on this one, so I'll just leave that alone.
And see, here's one thing that I want to throw out there to you too. My daughter and I were talking one day, actually Sunday before the show started, is that we sat there and we talked, okay, who is the one character that you like from start to present?
Yes.
For the female, I like Michonne. She has not done anything to make me mad. I have a lot of love and respect for her. And the other person that I have to pick was Glenn. He did nothing that made me mad. Daryl, I still love Daryl. I'm always going to be Daryl, but he was kind of a jerk in the beginning.
Yeah, he was.
But then again,
because of his brother, though.
Him.
Look at his brother, and then when you got to know him, you found out he was a better person,
So my question, I'm going to ask you, Denise, first. Who did you love from start to present? I mean, if you have a character, who is your favorite from start to present?
From start to present. I would have to, I'm sorry, it's Carol for me.
Really?
It is.
Please,
Carol.
Denise, go back and listen to some of my podcasts, and you would be.
It's her opinion. It's her opinion.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I'm sorry, Carol's to me, she's awesome. Yeah, she's having a crisis, but they got to have some breakdown. You can't be 24/7 like that. It's going to happen.
And I'm not saying I hate Carol. Just right now, she's annoying me. Just right now.
Yeah, she is. Right now, it's like snap out of it. Come on. She will.
Exactly.
She will.
But from the beginning,
she was such an abused person. And to come out like she did, progress in her character like she did. I just love her. I love her character.
Okay, here's something I read, and I hope it's not right, but I saw this coming because when Morgan went after her, I kind of figured they were going to be out on the road together a long time. And what I've been reading, these little tidbits that I've been reading, have not been wrong. And it says that there may be, and we talked about this on a podcast, there may be a relationship thing with Carol and Morgan later down the line. And it's, I'm just ready to get rid of both of them, but.
Well, and see, with Morgan right now, I understand that he, yes, the losing of his wife and how his son died, he, like Daryl, he takes responsibility for what happened to his son. He should have taken care of his wife a long time ago. I get that. But when he comes back and tries to be this holier than thou BS, like, really, dude? Really?
Yeah.
You're not.
Exactly.
So I'm hoping that Morgan... I'm sorry?
Well, he did snap out. He protected Carol. He killed the guy, so maybe. We'll have to wait and see on him.
It sounds exciting.